Hello everyone, this is Chelsea from Those with Words. Welcome to the channel. In this video, I'm going to be sharing my various pouches and cases that I have collected over the last 7+ years of being a creative journaler. And I thought it would be fun to just take stock of what I have, show you what's being used and what has been used in the past, and just share use cases with you of these beautiful pouches and cases that I have in my collection. So let's go ahead and get started. The first one I have shown many times before in my previous videos. This one is the corn pouch that I got from Daiso in Japan, and it is currently housing my Sailor Shikiori markers. So the Shikiori markers are the ones with a brush tip on one end, and that's what I usually letter my headings with when I journal. And then there's also a fine tip that I also use pretty frequently, and I really enjoy these markers, and I have them in a variety of colors. Looks like I have 8 here, and that fits pretty comfortably in this pouch. I don't know that I can fit more, but I purchased them individually for the most part. And this is just a cute, such a happy looking color, and it's just a cute design. They also had a sweet potato design at the time at that Daiso, and I really should have gotten that one too, but I decided to hold back for some reason and only get this corn pouch, but I still really love using it. Next up is my mustard, also yellow, Delfonics pouch. This is in the small size. I think that's an Amy Tangerine small traveler's notebook charm hanging off to the side, and then various pins on the front. I have a Penco clamp right there. And this is a Traveler's Company brass clip in the airplane design. And then this one I got from the stationery selection a long time ago, and I can't remember what the brand is, unfortunately, but I have another clip there. And I'm actually not using any of the outside pockets for this one, just to keep things simple, but as you'll see shortly, I do use the inside pockets quite a bit. And this is my art pouch. So I have various art materials in here, and then with the pouch inside, there's a bunch of different pockets in it as well, and then the smaller pocket, one of them at least, houses 2 more clips. So one is from Molenta, and the little owl is from Animal Crossing. And then the bigger pouch has a blunt-tipped syringe, and this is what I use to play with fountain pen inks, usually just to fill my pens or to clean my pens. I also have my 3 different art toolkit palettes in here. I really enjoy these. This small demi palette is the most recent one to my collection, and this is the Rain Glow palette. And then this is the collaboration with Traveler's Company, which I filled with some watercolors that my friends generously let me fill it with. And then this is the Jane Blundell, I believe, palette, also from Art Toolkit that I purchased a couple of years ago. So those 3 are the ones I have that I primarily use for just watercolor illustrations and fun painting times. These are 2 Pentel water brushes that are currently in use at the moment. I also have the Zig Clean Color Dot in metallic. This is just the gold and silver with dot on one side and just a marker on the other side. I also have my Kakimori steel nib in the Tachikawa nib holder, which is really handy for playing with fountain pen inks, swatching, as well as writing. I have my Posca markers. These are paint markers, and I believe I have 5 colors. A majority of these I also purchased individually. So it wasn't like a set or anything, but they're more pastel, if you will, a little more toned down than some of the other colors that they offer, but I still do really like them. I've also got 2 Tombow pencils. These are pretty dark. They're in 4B, and these are the ones that I've had since my childhood that I rediscovered recently. Then I have the 2 Unipin fine line waterproof liners, and I really like these for drawing. So I have the 01 and the 02. I have my bone folder, which is really handy for folding papers, creating creases of all kinds. Last but not least, I have the Rush-On Petite markers. They are water-based markers in these really delicate pastel colors, and I should really use these more often. But that is everything that's inside this art pouch. This is a small size, like I said before, but it actually fits a lot. And even after stuffing all of these in here, and a part of me I remember was surprised that the Zig Clean color markers fit in there, there's still a little bit of room to grow. And I go to this pouch pretty often to use all of these materials. Next up is this Hinemo pencil pouch. And this is one with the stationery selection pin on it. And it also has a button at the back for better closure, but I usually just kind of leave it open like that so that it can open wide like so. And this is a really interesting one because it lies flat. First, I have my mild liners in here. I have one more mild liner, a gray one, that I put in my journaling bag, but these are all of the other ones that I have in my collection. I think aside from the gray one, these 5 actually came in a set. And then I also have 4 pens in here. These are all gel pens, I believe. So this is a Muji one. And then this is a Uni brand, the Uni, I can't remember the name right now. Oh my goodness. I will write that down below in a caption. And then this is the Stalogy gel pen. And then this is a Sarasa clip, but it's also black ink. So these 4 pens are all black ink. And I thought they kind of went together in my mind. And so I put them together with the mild liner. And this pouch I admittedly don't use too often, but it is there for my needs when I need it. Here is something that I do use pretty much every time I journal. However, this is the Ateliers Penelope Cube, and it's just in this green color. And that is all it is. It's just an open cube. And I have stuffed pretty much all kinds of supplies in there, from the plus scissors that I use every single time I journal, to these Uniball 1 pens in pastel colors. These are Kokuyo pasta markers, and I have them in 4 different colors, as you can see there. I also have vintage colored zebra Sarasa clip, and these are in the 0.5 millimeter, which I really enjoy. And then of course my Uniball Signo DX pens in the 0.38 millimeters. I also have a little ruler there and a Pitt glue stick. I have all kinds of stuff in here. This is the Pentel Sign pen. These are brush pens. And I even have jelly rolls in sparkly colors. I think I'm basically just trying to show you that I have all kinds of stuff in here. There's a fine point Sharpie that I use sometimes to label things. And yeah, there's a whole lot in here. There's ballpoint pens and travel scissors as well. I have really stuffed this cube to the brim. So this is a pair of Kokuyo travel scissors and plus travel scissors as well, both of which I have used in the past while travel journaling. And yeah, this is my go-to everyday pencil pouch. So whenever I'm journaling at the desk, I pretty much come here and I reach for the pens in here to journal, if not my fountain pens for whatever reason. And it's a really handy one to have. It sits right by my monitor and is within arm's reach, and I enjoy it a lot. Very, very useful to have near me. This one is a pencil case or pen pouch from the Superior Labor. This particular colorway is in collaboration with the Stationery Selection, and you can see their logo on the back there. I have some fun pins on it as well. And this one basically contains all my just miscellaneous pens. So this fountain pen, for example, is the one that I customized at Ancora in Tokyo, Japan. And I have yet to use it for one reason or other, so it's sitting here. I also have another fountain pen. A lot of these are beginner-friendly fountain pens as well, so I have 3 Preppies from Platinum right there. I have an extra water brush in here from Pentel that's just not being used right now. And these are all of the Hobonichi pens I have. I have the 2024 colorway as well, which I'm using currently, and it's in my journaling bag, but these are from 2017, 2018, 22, and 23, it looks like. And a random zebra click art marker. Like I said, these are miscellaneous materials, so there's a small ruler that I just pulled out. This is a Pilot Kakuno fountain pen, as well as a Metropolitan, which was my first ever fountain pen. Then I have 3 brass products from Traveler's Company. One of them is a pencil, which I did sharpen by hand. I just haven't used it in quite some time. It has that eraser on the back. And then these 2 brass ballpoint pens. So the one at the top that says Way of Life is the one I customized. And then the one at the bottom is the one that came with the 2017 Olive Traveler's Notebook release, and I purchased at that time. Here is a travel brush from Escoda, and I think this is a size 4. Another water brush, and 2 random ballpoint pens, both Animal Crossing themed. And then this tiny little Oto mechanical pencil. So again, these are just miscellaneous pens and pencils and other things that I just haven't reached for in quite some time, but I wanted them all in one place so that, you know, should I ever want them again or use them again, I know where to look. And that's where this pencil pouch or pen pouch is for right now. Might not reach for it regularly, but it houses everything I need, again, for when I will want to use them in the future. This is a plotter leather pen roll, and this is in this beautiful camel color. It opens with a magnetic closure. And this currently houses my 3 inked fountain pens. So this is the TWSBI Eco Creme. I have the Robert Oster ink Cafe Crema in it right now. And this is the Platinum 3776 in Laurel Green. And I think I have the Chaska Green right now from Kobe. And this is TWSBI Eco Heat, and I have Sailor Manyo Sakura inside. I have space for one more pen, and I just don't have a 4th inked fountain pen right now, so those 3 are sitting there. And then in the zipper pouch, I have this plus cream tape, and this is so handy for just using as whiteout on plotter paper as well as hobonichi paper. I really like that color, and it's in the 5mm size, which is really nice for my own handwriting. And I love how soft and squishy this pen case is, and it sits in my journaling bag, and I pretty much bring it with me around the house everywhere to journal with it every single day. I think it's developing a nice patina. So yeah, pretty simple setup for this one, but it is with me pretty much every single day. This is the Superior Labor small pouch, I think, and it's in collaboration with Traveler's Company. I purchased this from Traveler's Factory in Japan when I visited in spring of 2023. And this is my bag of various pins and patches and charms, as you'll see. There's a bag within a bag here, and I'm just showing you a couple of pins that I have collected over the years. Some of them have been used before and then put back. Others I haven't broken out yet of their packaging. Here's a fun overcooked set of pins as well. So those I have not used before. But yeah, they're just from like all kinds of places I've visited or some video game themed ones, fun stuff inside. I also have lots of charms in there, so stuff from Traveler's Company and various other things. You can see in this little pouch right here, there's a ton of them just hanging out together. I don't really mind putting them together like that in a little baggie. I find it actually kind of helpful to see them together. And then these are sticker patches, which I haven't really decided where to place them, but they are there. Here's another one that's a fun Snorlax one. And here are some other brass tags as well that are not being used right now, but I did purchase beforehand or got them gifted beforehand. And then I have a bunch of leather tags in here too. So some of these are just from the Superior Labor products that come with the leather tags that I have saved. Some of them are from Traveler's Company, so I have the Traveler's Town as well as the Cinema tag from a couple years back. And this one is from the gift tag that they give you at Traveler's Factory, and I punched another hole on the right side so I could use it as a charm. And this was a really kind gift from a friend who went to Kureshiki and grabbed a Christmas tag and gifted it to me. So I love using that with my December daily notebooks. Here is another one that's just kind of floating around, a really cute banana milk charm. And this change one, I believe that one's from Baumkuchen. And I have some pressed pennies here in another small bag because I don't know why. I just thought, they needed a place to go somewhere, and if they don't end up in my journals, that's where it ends up. So it makes sense in my head, maybe not so much when I'm showing it to you like this, but this is kind of where I go whenever I change up my traveler's notebook setup and I want to look for some new charms to add onto the front of my notebook, for example. This pouch is the one I dig into, and I look for things to decorate my traveler's notebooks with. This is another pouch from the Superior Labor. This is also in collaboration with the stationery selection, as you can see the logo right there, and this one is not being used at the moment. It has this beautiful crane design with white paint on the bottom and a red opening. This pouch I actually have used before, so I know I just showed you this other olive one with all the charms and tags inside. So a lot of the leather tags and things used to be in this crane pouch, this smaller pouch. So that's where they used to go, and I used to store them separately. But then I realized it's probably better to just keep it all together just for me to remember where they all are. And I only really have to dig through one pouch to find them all. So yeah, and the olive one has bigger capacity as well, so it fits everything nicely. So right now this is not being used, but again, it has been used before and I really love having it in my collection. I'm sure it'll see the light of day again someday. So right now it's just sitting with my traveler's notebooks. This is the Superior Labor and Wonder Pens collaboration. If you're noticing a trend, I particularly really enjoy products from the Superior Labor. This one is an earlier edition, I believe, where the zipper pull is like this camel color. I think right now, if you order these, this is called the pen and wallet case. If you order it now, I think the trim is white now. And it opens like so. On the left-hand side, you've got 3 slots for fountain pens. And then on the right-hand side, you have an opening there, and then you have 2 card slots. So it's exactly what it sounds like, a pen and wallet case. You put your pens and then you can carry some cards and either some cash or receipts in the back. As for me, I have used this as more of like a pen and stationery sample case. So for example, the card slots on the right hand side I've used for washi samples instead of credit cards. And I'm just showing you here, I'm pulling from my plotter pen roll just to show you how the pens fit. So you can either put them inside where there are the individual slots, and it zips up really comfortably. It doesn't snag on the pens or anything. Also, something you can do is just clip them to the outside so you have even more space for your pens. And fountain pens and other ones with clips I think are particularly useful out here so that they can cling on to that leather piece at the front. So at one point I used to have maybe like 5 to 6 pens on here, 3 on the inside, 3 on the outside. And as you can tell there, I use this for quite a while. It's really shiny, it's getting really, really soft, and it has some definitely noticeable patina marks. It's just not being used at the moment because I'm putting my fountain pens in the plotter pen roll, but I love using this pen and wallet case, and I will honestly come back to it in the future. Whenever it is that I feel like switching out where I want to place my inked fountain pens, I can definitely see myself coming back to this because I have enjoyed using it so much in the past. So yeah, this is one of my favorites, I would say. So that is again the pen and wallet case from Wonder Pens and the Superior Labor collaboration. This is another Superior Labor collaboration. Surprise, surprise. This time it's with Yoseka Stationery, and this is the green leather pen roll. I have always thought about getting a pen roll from the Superior Labor, but I, for some reason, just was waiting for the right one, I guess. I'm not sure. And then they came out with this beautiful green color in collaboration with Yoseka Stationery, and it was so lovely. And I have used this countless of times actually on travel setups specifically. If you have seen any of my travel setup videos before for journaling, I like to use this to carry a couple of supplies, but mostly for watercolor, I will say. So I just went ahead and put a small pair of travel-friendly scissors on the right. I am putting my 2 Pentel water brushes that are in use in one of the slots. And I would say I can comfortably bring these 2 art toolkit palettes on the big pocket without making it too heavy or uncomfortable to fold or carry. I usually also have one pencil in there as well for sketching. I wish I could just go right in with a uni pen fine liner, but I can't. I'm not super confident yet, so I usually bring a pencil with me. And I usually have like some kind of travel-friendly eraser in there as well, but that's basically what the setup looks like. And I fold it over. And with this pen roll design, I basically just close it up, and that is what it usually looks like. And it's a really compact size, and it feels really good in your hand as well. I obviously tend to bring a traveler's notebook when traveling, so those two really go together. This is just one I have close to me right now that I'm currently using, just to kind of show you what the size of it looks like next to a standard or regular size traveler's notebook. And you can fold the top of this pen roll too, so when you're using it somewhere out and about, it doesn't have to take up that entire space necessarily. So I really do like that about it. The leather is very soft and supple. I really like how it has aged over time. It hasn't scratched up too much or visibly patinaed too much or anything, but I do think it has gotten softer. So that is a little harder to show you because I feel like the visual patina is usually a lot more evident than like the touch and feel patina of leather, but it's really, really lovely. And here I'm just trying to show you, let's say if you just put pens and more writing utensils in there in the big pocket instead of the watercolor palettes, then you can really roll it up pretty small and use the hole all the way at the end to close it like this, and it's even more compact. And again, very soft, squishy, lovely leather from the Superior Labor, and it's really easy to open and close as well. So really love this product, and excited to use it on even more future travel setups. This is a Rickshaw Sinclair R, and this is a lovely pen pouch that I purchased from the San Francisco Pen Show in 2023. I really love how the front pocket design continues all the way down. And it has like the fluffiest inside you can imagine. It is so incredibly soft. And this one comes with this beautiful sky blue color with one open end and then 3 pen slots on the other side. And from the design perspective of this, I believe you can even fit Rickshaw bags. They have these 3 pen koozies, and I think you can fit them inside one of these Sinclair pouches as well. So here I'm just showing you some uninked pens. These are from my Toyuka Craft 8 pen box. They're just kind of sitting there right now, uninked. And I'm just showing you an example of how the various pens would fit inside the pen slots. I mean, this goes without saying, but you know, the zippers are a joy, really, really well made. And the pens sit inside perfectly. And what I really love about the extra soft material on the inside is that you can be rest assured that your pens are very safe and protected in there, and they are not going to get scratched at all. So I really like that about this pen pouch and a lot of just Rickshaw bags products in particular. So I have 3 inked pens right now. And so from this 8 pen box, 3 slots are missing. But yeah, I also expect that if my pen collection grows, it will grow into this pouch, if that makes sense. So like extra ones, because it's so scratch proof and the inside is so soft, any extra pens that I acquire that I feel are important to me will probably go into this pouch, because any extras will outgrow the 8 pen box. So yeah, that is the idea I have at the moment for this pouch. Last but not least, I have this lovely 2 pen pouch. This was handmade by Erin, and I will link her information down below. Although this was a really kind gift to not just me, but also some other friends as well. Like each of us got like a really lovely 2 pen sleeve from Erin. I don't think she has a shop or anything that she like sells these on or anything like that. She just really enjoys doing it for personal enjoyment. But I really love how the opening and closure of it is like this beautiful string that's attached to the pen sleeve. And I am just kind of showing you how this looks alongside my plotter Bible size. I used to use it together. So I used to have a band, like a closure band on my plotter, and it would go perfectly right through the middle of the pen sleeve. And so I used to keep the 2 together, and I would keep my inked fountain pens inside, and they used to be like a really cute pair. So I just wanted to illustrate that for you as best as I can here by bringing out my plotter and showing you the size, especially how nicely they fit together vertically. Again, just taking out 2 pens. This is a Sailor Pro Gear Slim. And then this is a Sailor Pro Gear, which is thicker and larger, but that also fits with no issues in this beautiful handmade pouch. And again, the fabric used is very soft, and so I don't need to worry about my pens clashing into each other or anything like that, or getting scratches inside. I have really enjoyed using this pen sleeve in the past, and again, I fully see myself coming back to this at some point in the future, but right now it is sitting with my other pouch collection. So that is pretty much everything in terms of the different pouches and cases that I am using right now, mostly for writing instruments, art supplies, and other things. And they come from all kinds of places. Some are from various stationery stores, collaborations. Some of these are from like the corn pouches from Daiso. So yeah, I have really enjoyed all of these in my collection, whether it's currently or in the past, and I appreciate you watching this video and letting me share them with you. I really hope you enjoyed watching this video, and I hope you enjoy whatever, pouches and cases that you have in your collection as well. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye.